Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. This morning we're going to do some more diamond rank grind with my main account. I want to give you a bit of an update how I've been doing, what I've been doing with the game. It's just going to be a little bit of just random notes on how I'm handling Splinterlands these days. And some of it's going to be tips that are going to help you for sure, but it depends on what level you're at. So I've figured out that renting is just so profitable. You guys know this, you've been renting to climb at different levels and you've seen the cost of these rental cards. I've only really dabbled with renting this week and I'm seeing like roughly 3,000 DEC a day. I'm getting 3,700, oh my goodness. I'm getting 3,700 DEC per day to borrow out my cards, which will be returned to me on command in perfect condition. This game is insane. You see with that's 37, right? That's more than $37 a day to borrow assets that I've bought in a card game, on a video game that I've earned in some cases for time and attention. So that's awesome. But you know what? I also want to do a couple battles and I want to talk a little bit more about how I'm going to handle these rentals. Before we do that, I'm Dwayne and I go by Infidel 1258, and on this channel we cover Splinterlands all day, every day, because it's changed my life in ways like that. And I think there's more to come. So I hope that you're following the channel and you're anticipating, like I am, that this game is going to continue to offer those opportunities, whether it's Chaos Legion, and then later Rift Watchers, whether it's land, whether it's the next booster pack or the next opportunity or the SPS rank battles or the SPS brawl battles, or on and on and on. There's always something around the corner with this thing. And if you're investing your time and attention now, I believe it's going to meaningfully reward you later. It's going to be that deferred reward, though. It starts small at first. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Let's play a couple battles. And I'm fighting at Diamond right now with 3256 rank. And Diamond's been great while we wait for the quest to load. Diamond's been great. I'm on a 4-game winning streak here. Last night I showed you guys 2 of these battles. That was the last one I showed you with the the double blind, and then the triple quickness or swiftness. This kitty has 2 swift plus speed, and Naga Assassin has +1 speed, so it's +3 speed plus the double blind. Makes Nightmare really tricky to hit. Death Quest, excellent. So you might wonder, what was I renting? Like, how am I playing the game if I'm renting that much money out a day? I just chose 2 of my least favorite splinters, green and blue, just renting out those decks. I still have black, white, red, neutral, dragon. I still have most of my deck. I have almost 1 million power left. I rented out about 350,000 power or something. So I could theoretically, probably make $100 a day renting my cards. That should, and guys, I spent about $5 grand on cards, right? 5 to maybe 7 grand on cards over the 3 years I played this game. So if you're investing now and you're thinking long term, I don't mean stop thinking about it, where these cards' value is going to be in a week. Some of you still ask me, what's it going to do after Chaos Legion releases? That's like 4 weeks away. Short-term price predictions are irrelevant. Stop thinking so small and understand that if you commit to this game over a long enough time horizon, you're going to see very meaningful. That's what I've done. That's how I play it. That's what I recommend. I don't recommend short-term gains unless you're specifically talking about flips. And you saw the video on flips, and that's different because you know you're buying that asset at like half price. You know it because you can see the marketplace. So that's different. But some of these other questions around, like, when will this card moon? That's, I don't even really think about that stuff. Okay, so let's try it again. Let's go Nightmare, blind. We can do triple blind if you. I didn't talk about that. 1 blind, 2 blind, 3 blind. Now the problem with this is, now I don't have any heals whatsoever. We've got poison, so Fallen Spectre is gonna die. I'm gonna get gutted before the blind, because see, this technique with the blind allows me to stay alive longer, so it's not gonna work here, not in this way, because they're gonna die too quick. I need to hit hard as much as I need to hit hard in this situation. That's the real play with a you either want to win fast or you need to give yourself a great amount of life sustain. And then your play, what you're trying to do is stay alive longer, right? No, okay, go. This is okay. So Lord of Darkness, Gorludon are going to hit like trucks. And the Shadowy Presence is amping up that, giving them one more life also. Darkest Mage is going to hopefully cancel a heal on a main tank. And that last one had a blind, which is just hopefully going to give a little bit more sustainability. And look, he's got archery, melee. So this blind might actually really help. Unless he gets... Yeah, might really help. So blind, I think it's 15% chance to avoid, I believe. Some of them are 25 and some of them are 50. Like dodge and flight are 25. But I believe blind is 15. If anybody in the comments knows that to be incorrect, please help me. Because I've always thought that they should all be 25, but I've always thought they are not all 25. So I need your help on that one. And the details in the Splinter Cards website is not 100% accurate. It says, for instance, increases your ability to avoid, that kind of thing. It doesn't say by 25%. Is there a website that I could go to that would really clarify that for me? There probably is. Maybe you guys know about it. Let me know. I think I might be in trouble just because look at how many more hit points he's got. Retaliate. Yes, that's huge. That was a huge retaliate. It's still too little too late, isn't it? Yeah. Dang. Fun though. The life, that's what I've said before, right? I described the green team as like a crazy amount of hit point. When somebody asked me at one point, like, what is every Splinter about? I've always felt the green team is really, their thing is like a crazy amount of hit points for not a lot of money, not a lot of mana. And so, like I was saying about my rentals, another thing I'm thinking is like maybe there'll be maybe I'll climb to a certain rank, play my guild battles, I mean my any sort of brawls, play any sort of tournaments, and then I'll take a few days where I just like focus on videos for the channel, or I'll focus on my other accounts for fun, and in so doing I can rent out more of my cards for a period of time. We'll see. I'm going to think about that. Because the rewards at this level are really meaningful too. I'm getting 100 to 120 DSC per win. Slow goes first. No heals. Even when slow goes first, I love Lord of Darkness. At 3 speed, it's reasonable. When he goes into enrage, it becomes 5. Not ideal, but I still find that it's quite effective. I might prefer Heartclaw, but my Heartclaw is only level 3. This could work. So, yeah, that's a Halfling Alchemist. And talking about Halfling Alchemist, this is a point that we've talked about before, where when you're buying a card, look for the breakpoints. You don't necessarily want a maxed out copy of every card. It depends. Even for a guy like me who plays at a high level, I don't max out every single card intentionally. Sometimes the cost of a card is just doesn't justify it. Halfling Alchemist, let's quickly look at it. This is an example of how you don't always max out a card. Look, at 11 BCX you get redemption and so at level 4, which is going to be functional at gold, I think, because he's epic, right? Not going to work in silver. But at gold, you can get his 2 best abilities. Yeah, when he gets maxed out, he's going to get that second archery. But I mean, that's a lot more BCX. That's literally quadruple, right? Or 35 more copies at a ton more money, right? So no thanks. like $179 per BZX. So anyways, watch the breakpoints. Seek the, like, reach for the ones that make a huge difference. And just give up on the ones that don't. Now I can have, that's huge. Half the double attack. We got this for sure now. Corleone's gonna eat them for breakfast. So this is a card that I don't see a lot of people use, but I think is hugely underrated. It's one of those low cost mana tanks that you can slip into a match like that and just really work for you. See, that was 130 DEC. Now I am gonna call it there because I've got to do a bunch this morning, guys, but thank you for your time and attention. Have an amazing day. If you're not already hitting the rental market, obviously it pays to do so. If you got some spare cards and you want a video on like how to utilize the rental market, let me know in the comments below. What else? We've got more TNA tournaments up on the thing, and big announcement. This is the last little, I'm planning a sponsored tournament where we're going to be hyping a certain new cause. That's something that I actually feel really excited about, and we're going to do an interview around that. That's all I'm going to say about that right now. You guys are going to like what we're talking about. There's going to be some huge giveaways with that, okay? So make sure you're giving thumbs up, letting me know if there's anybody. I'd like to hear speculation on what you think that's about, but yeah, we're going to do that soon. That's probably next week, okay? And we've got another big Splinter Talks with Crypto Llama coming soon too. So lots coming down the pipe. Thanks for your time and attention. Have an amazing day. God bless.